I woke up with an itch this morning. I couldn't tell what it was, and I realized I hadn't grinded in at least 3 or 4 days. So I got the itch. I found a couple $100 laying around the shed I live in the woods, and thought I'd come play some poker.
Did I sit there and ask myself if she really had a jack, if she really had ace jack or king jack? I didn't, because I've been playing with her for a little bit, and I don't think she's calling $25 with ace jack or king jack. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she could have had pocket jacks. That would be the only thing I could really think of in my head based upon that moment. But no, she called with jack 2, and she took $200 off me. Pocket kings loses. So let's get back to kind of that variables of what I'm talking about. You got to be sitting down and really sizing up your opponents and get a feel for them. Not play too many hands those first several minutes in your session, because you got to be spending time trying to figure out who you're playing against, how are they playing, what's their chip stack, how many pots are they playing typically as it revolves, the button revolves around, like all these factors. And I know some of this may be repetition for you, but some viewers it may not be, or maybe it's just a good reminder for you. This is a great reminder for me last Saturday night, facing all these different types of players at the table. And then it was Friday night, but expanding upon the next day where I suddenly banked $500, where I either got eagles at my table or total fish rookies. I mean, pretty easy to quickly size it up. It's no accident if you have a session and a lot of the money that you make is coming from people that are partying and drinking and casual and kind of just chitter-chatting in there. It's no accident. You know, maybe it's a credit to how well you played, but a lot of the credit has to go to how poorly and horribly your villain played, right? Some of it is just funny. And I do encourage you to keep notes of your sessions. It's a great idea. And I've been doing it now for 1 year exactly on my Excel spreadsheet. And man, that is a wealth of information. And I reread it maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I really look at where my huge sessions came from and what the variables were. Was it because I was flopping full houses? Was it because I was flopping sets and flushes and shit? Or was it because I really played really tight and just waited for incredible, obvious, easy opportunities to just stack someone because they were just being really fishy? You know, what are the ages of the players at your table? Those are huge factors. Do you know some of the players at the table? If you do, you know, are you suddenly stuck in conversations with them? Are they wanting to converse with you? You know, be careful with that. I find it very distracting and annoying if one of my casual poker guys that I see at a room want to talk with me a lot. I can't do it. It really distracts me and want to be a focus. Go to a session tonight, and I want to say this too, because you're not seeing a lot of poker hands on my vlogs. The main room I go to, I cannot even pull out my smartphone to record without them telling me to put it away. You can't even, like, barely even check the phone on the time on your phone without them yelling at you to put it away. So they're very strict at this specific room. I'm not going to say what room it is. It's too bad, really, but I could certainly relay hands, and I'm trying to do that. And I hope that you're finding any information of some of my poker rants helpful or insightful or whatever it may be, because it's coming from the heart. It's not coming from any books I'm reading. This is live intel from sessions I'm having, not online, but live in the poker room with a wide variety of types of players of all different skill sets. Here we go, ready to stack. This is Kim Oxford. Let's see what he wakes up with. Damn, he's got queens. Oh, if there's a heart, I win the tournament. I could flush him out of the heart. Yes, we won it on the river. There we go. We won it.
We won with the flush on the river. We flushed hard and hard on the freaking river. Oh my God, dude. Very nice. That would not be me. I'm very old. How are you? Yeah, I never get ID'd. It sucks. I mean, I can't even think of the last time I was ID'd. Good luck on the slots. Good luck. Hope you hit it big. Hope you guys hit it big. My money I found underneath my mattress. Yep. We're gonna turn that into 600.
Awesome.
That's been the pattern lately. Turn 200 into 600.
Yes.
But not last Friday night. I got my ass kicked at Potawatomi.
Oh no.
Painful. My kings got beat 4 times out of 5.
Really?
Yeah. The girl's calling next to me with a Jack 2 off suit. Isn't that ugly? That is so ugly. All right.
Alright, you have a good one.
You
See
too. Thank you for letting me chatter your ear off.
No problem.
We're gonna go turn this into 600. There we go. Hey, how are you? Bad news. We had a losing session. Seems to be in every other at this point. A little bit of a downturn. I'll go over some of the hands. This will be the last vlog for a good week or so. I'm gonna be heading out of state to see my girlfriend. That's why I'm grinding on Valentine's Day evening, because my girlfriend lives out of state. So we'll go over a few hands and check it out. You know, the title of this video says it all, ahead on the flop and losing. But tonight's session started out okay. Pocket Queens was my second hand. Paid off about $25, $30. Only had one other caller who folded after the turn. Couple of hands later, though, it got pretty interesting, and this is kind of where the night was going. It was the Pocket Jacks, and I was down to about $100. I was in the big blind. I opened it up for 25. Came around to the small blind, who made it 75. I just shoved what I had left. He shows aces, I showed jacks, and I flop a jack to take down and bust the aces, which was great. But that first hour was really only good news, because the rest of the next 2 hours turned into a disaster. And this was one of the hands that really became a nightmare. The flop on this hand was 9-10 queen. Flopped the straight, felt great. There were 2 clubs on the board. I made a pretty aggressive bet after the flop. The gentleman calls, and another club hits right there on the turn. Clearly he gets the flush, and we were both all in there, and he won the hand. Friggin' nightmare. Couple of hands later, I got this twice tonight, and it lost both times, and both times I was ahead on the flop, and people were rivering me. You know, like I said in the beginning of this video, you know, if you sit down at a table and there's some donks and pretty loose players, it's either going to pay you off big or it's going to bite you in the ass. And the final bite in the ass was the pocket eights, which I ended up shoving pre-flop. And ahead on the flop, guy next to me has Jack King. Guy across the table has got Ace Queen. And the guy next to me gets a straight on the river. So that was kind of my night tonight. This is going to be a short ending to the vlog. We'll do a little love song after this. And that's it. You know, it's going to have its variance. It's going to have its ups and downs. I'm not discouraged. But I don't know how much grinding there's going to be the next couple weeks, because this upcoming weekend I'm with my girlfriend, and the following weekend my brother is into town. He's not a grinder, and my girlfriend is certainly not a grinder. So I won't be doing too much grinding those 2 weekends, but it's going to have to stretch into March. There's going to be a lot of activity in March. Hope you're loving the videos, and hope you like the Potawatomi video. I think it turned out really good, and I'm getting a little better with the editing software. This is KimMach7. Good luck, good grinding on the tables. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and go crush it and stack it.
Dominated. And he's out. We are down to 5 players.
Oh, here's that ace queen again. Like I said, I haven't had much luck with it. If he ships all in again, I'm just gonna fold it. Maybe I call it. Let's think about it. He beat me before. We're gonna put him on an ace 10 or an ace 9. We're gonna call it. He's got an ace 8. I was pretty close. He's got me beat so far. Wow. Unbelievable. God. Oh. I'm stunned by that. Just a crushing hand right there. We're going to try and bluff this guy out. A big all in. He calls me with king. Oh, that might be the end of it for us here. I need a 3. Ah. We finished in 4th place.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and stars appear, when there's no one there to dry your tears, I would hold you for a million years, make you feel my love.